Dentist room. I think it doubles probably as a barber as well, judging by some of the products we got up here. Got the ghetto blaster playing a bit of soft rock. Here's some sign of the dentist's other job. He's a barber. So Abdul, how many teeth have you had removed in your life? The entire top row?
Yeah.
So just the entire top row and 4 from
the dentist put on his gown, which I have to say was worryingly flecked with blood. Hardly surprising really, as he also performs circumcisions, fillings and foreskins. I bet the kids just love him.
They're not used to the standard of hygiene, I don't think. Thought I was wasting some perfectly good white spirit, which you're going to use for hairdressing. Thank you. Merci beaucoup. Away le towel. Once again, the standards of Moroccan dental hygiene seem to have let them down a little bit. We're going to get in there and have a probe. It's a bit like a sort of brattle, something you might use in carpentry. We're just loosening underneath it now. It's quite wobbly. Here is the pink water you spit into. Abdul actually did a greenie. I can see in the mirror Abdul is clutching his chair like a madman in the electric seat. Definitely a bit of movement. Abdul's doing a little bit of moaning and sighing now as the probe is going in under the gum just to really work that tooth out. He's now having his mouth burrowed into with a sharp spike with a little bit of claret. He's got the pliers round the tooth now. It's cracking a bit. I'm actually feeling quite queasy just watching this. Let me have a crack.
I gave a sharp tug.
That is the tool they've been using. Abdul's holding it. Look at it, it's just a screwdriver. Ahmed is a happy man. I think he'd be happy with just 2 sets of those. I pulled the tooth. Smith 2, Morocco 0. It's good news for me and it's good news for Hurley, the lizard.
It's not everyone who gets to go to bed with Liz Hurley. But luckily I've done really well at my challenges so far, so my lizard is still in one piece. If you remember, I've got to eat 2 inches of lizard for every challenge I fail. So far, 2 out of 2, so that's safe and that's safe. I reckon if I succeed at just another 2 more challenges, Hurley's going to be okay. The most she's going to lose is a bit of tail, in which case I may have to marry the lovely Liz. Beautiful.
Challenge 3. Attend a camel mating.
Oh, I want to get off. Ow, 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 ow.
Fine, exclusive to living.
For my next challenge I had to watch 2 camels having sex, so we headed off for the Sahara Desert. Perhaps aware that I might have to eat her if I failed any of my tasks, my lizard Hurley was fattening up faster than Oprah Winfrey. Then suddenly, by the side of the road, we beheld a mysterious sight. I decided to investigate further.
Hello, Shepherd. How do you do? Why are your goats up a tree?
As you go further south in Morocco, most of the people you meet are Berber. They don't speak much Arabic, so it took Saida a while to translate, but we got there eventually.
They send the goats up into the trees. The goat goes into the thistly branches where no human hand can reach and finds one of these. It chews it, but it only digests the green outer casing, and the nut itself will come out in their crap. So they'll go down here, they'll find a turd, do it with their fingers, and then pull out a couple of nuts. There's a hazelnut in every bite, and then these are turned into oil, and they can use that to fry their bacon and eggs. I'm now about to eat something that has come out of a goat's arse. What? Don't eat that. Right. We're heading up into the Atlas Mountains, where of course Charles Atlas came from. These would normally be snow-capped peaks, but because it hasn't rained for 2 years, they're dry as a bone.
The south of Morocco is really barren and arid, perfect for camels. But this was the tail end of the mating season, so there was no guarantee we'd find any horny ones. The journey was hellish, with blistering heat, terrifying drops and one hairpin turn after another.
As a result, I soon discovered that Moroccan food tastes pretty much the same on the way out as it does on the way in. After a night sleeping in the car, we finally arrived at the Sahara. My translator Saida had arranged a rendezvous with some Bedouin cameleers. I think these could possibly be my camels. One of those is the lucky stud. We're out in the big sandy. Here are some gentlemen who I believe are my cameleers. How do you do? So, lovely to meet you. These are your magnificent animals. Beautiful things they are too. This one's the stud apparently. This is the big bad boy. He's going to be possibly servicing this white one later on. So the mating commenced. Look at the size of this fella. The females have their front legs tied together for sex, a bit like in S&M. Oh no! My God, I've only just turned up and he is mounting the camel. It's one hump or two. She's getting an extra run this evening. Good Lord. Right. Oh, he's missed it. He's missed it. He's gone sideways. It's a disaster. Open goal, keeper beaten. All he had to do was stroke it home. He stepped over and he was no longer in alignment. Having another go. It's a bit like trying to land something on a very, very narrow aircraft carrier. You've got to bring it in at the right angle. What a handsome beast. Look at that. A little blonde one is one of the Appleton sisters, and the big ugly one is Liam Gallagher. So we think the lady camel is in heat. I mean, we're all in heat. We're in the bloody Sahara Desert. But the male one can't get it up at the moment.
No.
Is that right?
It's very hot.
It's too hot for it?
Yeah, it's too hot.
So we decided to go back to the Bedouin camp and let the camels cool off before having another crack at it.
Even easier.
I decided to get Blondie in the mood by giving her a damn good ride myself.
Hold on here, like that.
Beautiful.
Now, I've got a feeling they get up in a very strange way. So maybe all sorts of angles. Fucking hell! You are a long, long way up in the air on one of these bastards, I tell you.
Over the centuries, writers and poets have sung the praises of the desert for its beauty and mystery. But personally, I can't see what they're on about. It's bloody hot, full of insects, and there's nothing to see but sand. A bit like being in one enormous dog toilet. As for the camel ride, well, it was a bit like being in Lawrence of Arabia, except with slightly less chance of getting taken hostage by the Turks and ritually sodomised. Not that my arse could have hurt much more by the end of it.
I want to get off. Ow, 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 ow. Back of the seat. Ow, ow, ow. Ah, no, 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 no. Stop. It's not even funny.